name? Does it even have a name? So, show hadn't been released. He ain't said nothing about it. He hadn't, had a cast meeting and say, hey, this is what's going on. We're not going to be able to release it on March the 1st, but here's where we are. We're going to schedule a new date. Nothing. The first came and went, and nothing was out. So I had told him previously on multiple occasions that while going through my phone looking for some pictures, I found out that I had some additional footage. Now, while we were at the photo shoot on Sunday, because things weren't done properly on Saturday, we kind of had to backtrack and get some stuff done on Sunday. So the photographers and the videographers were not available for us to take pictures. So if you wanted pictures or content at the place where we were at, it was kind of like a place that had like 15, 20 different scenes set up. It was like an industrial commercial space. And it was divided up into like 15, 20 rooms, and each room like had a different theme. So people would come there to do photo shoots, to do like recordings and things like that. So he had booked maybe 4 of the rooms for us to do content in. But if you wanted content done, you had to do it yourself because the videographers and photographers were busy. So I had 2 phones and a tripod. So me and one of the other cast members, for the most part, we were together. I was taking pictures for her. I was doing videos for her. She was taking pictures of me, and then I was doing my own videos because I had my tripod, so I could do that. So I was filming in one of the rooms, and the person that was doing the reality show just came through, and he was yelling, "We need to have a meeting right now. Y'all get in here. Everybody in," was it the green room or the gold room? I can't remember which room it was. We'll just say it was the gold room. "Everybody in the gold room right now." So he walks by the room I'm in. Now at this point, I'm getting frustrated because I'm trying to get content. I'm trying to use the time that I have and do what I need to do. So I just scoop up my stuff and I go to the next room. Now, apparently, my camera was still on, or either I knocked it on. It wasn't filmed through like TikTok where you gotta no, I only had 2 phones. I have 3 phones now, but I had 2 phones. Um um so it wasn't like it was filmed through like TikTok or YouTube or something where you gotta go into the app and then you gotta press this and put a title and all of this. It was just through my phone, so all you gotta do is press the start button. So I was already doing content, okay? So I get in there, you can see me in the content, set my phone down, which is in a tripod. It's not laid on the table. I didn't hide it behind anything. It's literally in my tripod. I sit my tripod down, I sit my book bag down, and then I prop up on the edge of the couch. So it records the interaction that is had at that time, right? So he didn't post anything. He didn't say the date was changed for anything like that. So I posted my content. I posted my content. So now everybody is up in an uproar. And he's saying that a 22-minute video that is talking about how some of us in the spend a night house was doxxed, meaning the person that threw the birthday party gave out our real names and posted them online. He posted them online. So they were saying, one of the girls got attacked at his birthday party. And they were talking about that because the girl that attacked her didn't go to jail. After he said if anybody came and was violent or did anything, they were going to jail. He was going to have them arrested because he was going to have real police officers at his event during security. The lady didn't go to jail. They called an Airbnb for, I mean, not an Airbnb, called an Uber for her, and she went back to their Airbnb. So there was speculation that, the lady that got hit was paid $500 to not press charges. It was a whole debacle. That is what we were discussing. Now, mind you, everybody went live and discussed the same issue on live stream. Everybody told their version of the story, all of that. It was already done. So I posted that 22-minute video. Now, all of a sudden, I just destroyed his whole, whatever you want to call it. Can I call it a reality show? Because it's not, ain't nothing been put out. So is it technically a show? I'll say it's a show. I destroyed his whole reality show. What's up, Joy? I destroyed his whole reality show with a 22-minute video from one day. So I basically put out his whole show. So yes, from that video, that is what they're saying, that I destroyed his whole show with that 22-minute video. You saw no faces, because that's not what I if I would have filmed it on purpose, why didn't I show people's faces? I would have set it up somewhere high where I could see everybody. But I sat the thing down and actually sat in front of the camera, and you pretty much saw up my dress. If I was doing something on purpose, I would have did better than that. Yes, he said I tried to sabotage him. Um, so yes, I put the video out. I did. Nobody knew I was going to put it out. I didn't run it by anybody. I I didn't do any of that. I made a decision for me, and I did it on my own. Nobody forced me. Nobody knew. Nobody could have stopped me anyway, because I'm grown. At the end of the day, a person violated me. And when you violate somebody, you can't determine their response. You can't extort somebody if you don't get anything. I made a request. He denied it, and I left it alone. So then he brought it to social media. That's not extortion. That's not extortion. If I come to you and say, I want XYZ, and you say no, and then I just let it go, I don't say anything else about it, how is that extortion? People need to look up definitions like extortion and Billy Rubin. Okay? Extortion and Billy Rubin. So, yes, they did reduce his show to 22 minutes, and I hate that. I hate that. I hate that they reduced what he did to 22 minutes. If 22 minutes of that little bit destroyed his show, then I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't feel bad, but I feel bad that the people actually said that. I feel bad that the people actually said that now he don't have nothing to put out because I put out 22 minutes of a conversation that was not in the house about issues that were already talked about. There were people in there that weren't even a part of the cast. We were in a public place. Allegedly, Tim is streaming me on TikTok. Cash App message. Now, Tim, you be one of the ones that be in my live. Why would you be streaming? You know what? Don't even worry about it. I don't even care. It don't matter. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. So, while me thinking that it's going to be the people that's genuinely interested in a clear, clean cut version of the story, no yelling, no streaming. I mean, no screaming. Sorry. I didn't mean streaming. No yelling, no screaming, no talking over each other, because I saw a lot of that last night when people were trying to make valid points. Other people started screaming over them, hoping that they would stop talking. Like, what does that really say about the people that's doing that? Like, what is it that you don't want these other people to say if you keep screaming over somebody, repeating the same thing, hoping to get them off track and to make them shut up? What is it that you don't want them to hear? Okay, Tim, it's fine. It's fine, Tim. It's fine. That's why I said never mind. Don't worry about it. I My bad. My bad. No, you can stream. It's okay. I said never mind. Don't worry about it. It's cool. My bad. I jumped the gun. Okay. And I'm gonna apologize to you for that. I did. So go ahead. It's fine. It's okay. So let's see, where was I at? So yeah, I did it. I put the video out. I did. I put out 22 minutes. Um, okay. Erica says she's streaming. Okay. So I did. I put it out. I did. I wasn't trying to hide it. I wasn't trying to, I didn't ask for any money for it. So there goes out the window about the extortion. Um, because I put it on a page that's not monetized. I haven't received a single dime. Nobody paid me to post it. Nobody paid me anything. It was out for a few days before I even mentioned it. Yes, some people had already watched it, but I didn't even make a big deal about it. There was no money involved. So please stop saying that. I didn't I didn't ask for any money. Nobody paid me to post it. And it's on a page that's not monetized. I have a YouTube channel that's monetized, and that's not where I put it. So again, there was no money. Oh, say she's lying yet still listening. Call us lame, but listen and hang on to every word. He said you told him you were going to release content if he didn't pay you more. We were joking on the live. Who were on that? Who? Raise your hand in the comments if you were on that live and I said, Braid, I'm going to show these pictures of your feet. Who remembers that? I said I was going to show the pictures of his feet where he had his toes like this. But again, when I took the video and the photo of his feet, he knew I was doing it. He flexed his toes for me. He knew that I took the pictures of his feet and he knew I was recording. He flexed his toes for me. It's only a problem because he doesn't plan to release anything. Now he can say it's your fault. You could be right. You're not the first person to say that he's probably going to use this as an excuse not to release anything, saying that this is the reason why. Um, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I honestly don't know. Um, that wasn't my intention to get him to not release something. If anything, that would force him, well, not force him, but maybe encourage him while people are talking about it to go ahead and release at least the first episode. He said there were going to be like 10 episodes. So you don't have to have everything done in order to release something, right? If he's been working for 3 months, I would think he would have at least one episode done, right? So it would push him while people are talking about it and interested in it, and everybody's like, "Ooh, well, what's going on? If this is like this, then where the actual content at? Because that was good. So where is the actual episodes at?" If it were me, I would jump on the opportunity while everybody is looking for the content and at least go ahead and release the first episode. Because you don't have to release everything at one time, right? The only thing that he released was a trailer. Now, when I went back and pulled the trailer, it's the same exact thing that he posted in January when he came on live and said that he reached out to an editor to try to get them to edit the project. And he said that the person told them that they are not a ghost editor, which means that if they don't shoot the content, they don't edit it. But if he put some clips together and send to him, he will check the quality of the audio and the video. Right. Those are his words, not mine. The clip is up on a blogger page. That's where I got it from. So nobody told me any backhanded information. Nobody told me about no secret conversations. He said it on live stream and a blogger caught it and posted it. But what he showed in January is the same exact thing that he said is the trailer. So again, it appears that no work was done. Nothing else was done from January to March. Could I be wrong? Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see when he puts out the first episode. If 22 minutes ruined his whole show, it wasn't a real show to begin with, and he never believed in his own work. I don't know. I don't know. Um they say that the video is on I Live for This blogger page on TikTok. So again, I would think that a person would use this opportunity while everybody is talking about the project to actually get the project out. Strike while the iron is hot. But I guess I think differently from other people. Um, you know. And then too, the people, we all waiting on the confessionals from Diamond's party. Yeah, some people asked about that. He did confessionals. He had a lot of content creators to come to an Airbnb in September. and did like their confessionals, which they were talking about like different things that happened on TikTok and different confrontations that people were having and things like that. And he was supposed to be releasing that. At least that's what I was told. And nobody's seen anything of that besides him, going live while he was doing the confessionals. Um, so people are still asking about that. They want to see the confessionals. So it's not like people are not interested in what he's doing. He just has not put out the work. He just hasn't put out the work and the people are asking for it. So instead of taking this and using it to your advantage, he's still wanting to drag me. I'm not gonna say that he did it, but today I got a clip that somebody went and pulled up my personal information. They went and pulled up my property information, seeing who I have property with. They went and pulled up my legal information, which we've talked about on my platform already on TikTok. I'm a very transparent person. So I share a lot about my life. Now, I don't go into great detail until there's a reason to do it. But I already expressed that a tenant that I had that was being evicted went and got a restraining order on me. I had already talked about that because I couldn't work for 30 days. We talked about that on my live stream. We talked about it on my live stream. Um, so that's the restraining order that they went and pulled up. I already talked about that. Did I go into great detail about it? No, because as some of y'all know and some of y'all may not know, I'm doing a docu-series. My goal is to do a docu-series on content creators outside of social media. I want to talk about the real them. I want to talk about what they did before social media, how social media has changed their life. I want to talk about the goods, the bads, the highs, the lows, things like that. Um and people ask me, "Well, Patty, why you're talking about other people? We want to hear your story." And I said, "I am going to tell my story, but it's not going to be first." But again, some of y'all don't know that because you're not regulars on my page. I talk about a lot of my personal life on my page. That's how I got the following that I have because my very first story time was my own called What Wedding, talking about how me and my sister fell out um surrounding her wedding. Okay, the conflict surrounding her wedding. So I've always talked about my own business. That's why I'm not crashing out because somebody says that they're going to expose me about this, that, and the third. Because I tell my own business. And I'm going to tell that story and the ones tied to it once I get moved. My goal is to move to Texas. After I get moved, then I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to do a docuseries on myself. Okay? I already said that. So when people come around and say, "Oh, well, I pulled up her record and I'm going to expose her," I'm going to expose it myself. I've got the court transcript. I got the paperwork sitting over in my drawer right there. I've got live stream videos. I've got all of that. The police came to my house while I was on live on Facebook. So what really am I trying to hide if the video is still up? I was live streaming, I didn't cut it off. So what possibly how could I be trying to hide that? And the people were there for it. I think I it's maybe over like 7,000 views on it. Some of y'all were there for that. You saw it in real time. So again, that's why I'm not crashing out about nobody pulling no records, nobody doing any of that. Because I tell my own story. I tell my own story. You can't summons me and try to get me to somebody else's life so you can try to chastise me like a child. Yeah, some of y'all became screenshots in the court case. Yeah, they pulled the screenshots from the video and I saw y'all's names. I saw y'all's names. I did. Yeah, you were in the paperwork. Oh. But again, I tell my own story. So I don't have to crash out about nobody else telling it. Um, but that's the thing about it though. When people cannot best you, they that's what shows that they think that you have the upper hand. They can't keep it on the subject at hand. They have to go trying to pull up personal information and talk about your children, pull up pictures of your children and your siblings and your parents. That's how you know you've already won. When they have to stoop as low as to do that, that's when you already know you won. Ain't no need in saying nothing else, really. That's how they tell you that you've won. So keep that in mind. That's how you know that you've won. I mean, you really don't win nothing, but that's how you know. Cause I've not went looking for nobody's family. I ain't went looking for nobody's kids. I ain't went into looking at whose business registrations is paid up. I ain't went looking into none of that. And y'all know I still ain't paid my business registration. When I get ready, I will pay that $250. I'm not ready yet. Okay? I ain't ready yet. When I get ready, I'm going to pay it, okay? It's $250. If you want me to pay it so bad right now, cash at me. $ Petty Row Official. It's $250. And I will send you the receipt after I pay it. Okay? Thank you, Tim. Thank you. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. But I appreciate you for that. And like I said, in case you didn't hear me, I apologize. I jumped the gun and spoke rather quickly. I apologize. Okay? I apologize. Um so um yeah, if you want me if y'all so concerned about black businesses and things like that, cash at me the $250 and I'll pay it immediately and send you the receipt, okay? But you can't be too worried about black businesses if you're trying to destroy it. But I guess that's neither here nor there. Who cares really? All right. But now it's like all of these other characters want to come out of the woodwork and, talk trash. They're using this as their redemption moment. They feel also that, at one point in time we got into it with each other and I got the best of them then. So now because somebody else is mad at me, you know that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So then you jump on the bandwagon to try to get likes and clicks and views and revamp and revive your social media credibility. And so you want to jump on the bandwagon to try to talk trash about me and say, "Oh, this is her karma for the way that she did me." Karma? You do know karma comes two ways, good and bad, if you believe in karma. It comes good and bad. So maybe technically you're right. Maybe technically you're right. But see, here's the thing. When you try to bring up old stuff to try to get your lick back on somebody, you open up your own closet with your own skeletons in it. Now, there's a lot of new people on this app that don't know what you did. Was it 2 years ago? They don't know what you did. And it's way worse than me putting out a 22-minute video. It's way worse. So while you think that you're opening something for me, the door swings both ways. Now, I'm going to tell you again, like I told you 2 years ago, if I get to running my mouth, you ain't going to like it. If I get to running my mouth, because now, right now, the people is sniggling and giggling with you because they on a hate petty train right now. But just like everything else, baby, this train about to stop because it's going to be something else fresh that's going to happen probably tomorrow. Cash out message says, "Don't worry, I won't bandwagon. I just talk my stuff." Yeah, I can respect you more if you just talk your own trash by yourself. I can respect that. But to have to wait to jump on a bandwagon, to jump on the train with somebody else because you need some backup. And here's the thing, these are men attacking a woman. This ain't me having no cat fight with another female, and I'm talking about, oh, your hair crunchy, and she's saying, oh, your butt flat. No, these are men attacking. These are men attacking a woman. Oh, let's see if which charger do I need? Hold on, y'all. Y'all know my phone always going dead. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, they mints. They is mints. They is mints. That's attacking a woman. They're ganging up to attack a woman. One of these men say that they've pulled my records, and if I don't shut up, they're going to expose me. While all the time it has been proven that he abused his ex-wife physically. That's what I'm talking about when I say the door swings both ways. You want to try to expose somebody for something because you want them to that's extortion. That's that quid pro quo. If you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm going to do something to harm you. I'm going to do something that's going to negatively affect you, possibly. I'm going to do something that I feel like you not going to want me to do. So you better do what I ask you to do or what I tell you to do or else. That is extortion. And that is crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy to me. These same people are the same ones that get upset when somebody says something negative about them. They go on a rampage. But then you turn around and do those very things to someone else and you think it's for a good laugh. Again, these are grown men with kids attacking a woman. Again, I'm by myself. I don't need a bandwagon. I'm not out soliciting nobody to help me fight nobody. I'm not out here jumping from panel to panel to panel to tell my story or to try to tear nobody down. Actually, I got talked about and drugged because I wouldn't let somebody interview me. The next thing I know, they was talking trash about me. Well, F petty. Okay, well then if it's F me, it's F you. I'm just gonna return the energy. And guess what? I'm still wrong. Those are not men, those are boys. Yeah, people would agree with that sentiment. Someone is still upset that you told him you aren't his friend after how many years? Yeah, that did hurt his feelings pretty bad when I said I'm not his friend. But we see how friends do each other on social media. Well, at least on TikTok. I don't know how friends do each other on YouTube. But we see how friends do each other on TikTok. And I don't want no part of that. I don't. Oh, and for the record, I ain't never hunched nobody on this app or on TikTok. Now I might flirt. I might play a little shy, little coy. I might do that, but ain't nobody touched this body for the record. So those of you that's spinning that narrative, anybody that's spinning that narrative that I'm out here just a hunching on everybody on this app that I grin at, find them. I will bet you the $15,000 that you raised, I'll bet you. You put yours up, I'll put mine up. Find the one that I've hunched on this app. Besides my baby daddy, when he was on the app. Find him. I do you one better. Find her. Open it up. Open up the plug. Find him or her. Put your money where your mouth is. You saying all of this stuff. Put your money where your mouth is. Find them. Y'all done said a whole lot of stuff that ain't true. But what I've said, I got the proof. Text messages, Now, I don't too much do no phone calls like that, and I don't share no text messages unless I have to. One thing you wanna do to piss me off is call me a liar. 'Cause we can agree to disagree. We can decide that we are no longer, you know, going to be friends or anything like that, and we can amicably go our separate ways. And whatever you've told me, whatever we've confided in each other, will go to the grave with me. But the one thing you will not do is call me a liar because I'm going to prove me every time. I'm going to step for me every time. Ain't nobody else going to do it. That's clear to see. Because at the end of the day, all I have is my name and my reputation. Now, a lot of people say, well, Patty, ain't nobody going to want to work with you now because you put out that video. Guess what? They don't have to work with me. What's for me is for me. And if somebody don't want to work with me because somebody that played in my face, I turned around and returned the favor. If they don't like that, then they don't got to worry about working with me. At the end of the day, if you don't play in my face, you ain't got nothing to worry about, right? So if you have no intention of playing in my face, shouldn't be an issue. Now, should it? I don't start stuff, but I'm definitely gonna react. And if I have the power, I'm gonna finish it. You might start it, but if I have the power, I'm gonna finish it. You gonna razzle, and I'm gonna dazzle. Okay. But if you have no intention of doing that, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Right? Right. I'm not meant for everybody. I'm not made for everybody. Everybody not going to understand me, not going to understand where I come from. They're not going to understand why I do what I do. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not for everybody. But what's for me is for me. And ain't no demon or devil in hell can stop it. I've realized that it's a lot of demons on that app. You see how some of them be talking and then they voice and they face just change? That's a demon. That's a demon. I'm convinced. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you better get somewhere and get that up out of there. Ah! Baby, you better get somewhere and get that up out of there. That ain't good for you. That ain't good for you, baby. It's a parasite. Get that up out there. They don't like this kind of teaching. They don't. They don't like this kind of teaching. You talking about A, never mind. Shut up. Yeah, that one too. That one ain't the only one. Baby, anybody that can't find peace in nothing, always mad, always hollering in the phone, always upset, hollering and screaming about stuff that ain't even got nothing to do with them. Baby, that's a demon. Yeah, y'all hit the thumbs up. Everybody give this video a like. That's a demon. That's a demon. Um, Yeah, that's about all I got for y'all. I just wanted to come in here and talk to y'all because I know y'all been on a lot of lives and people been hollering and screaming and trying to overtalk people, don't want to let people say nothing, don't want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't want to get down to business. Oh, let me say this too. I'm not giving no money back. I was sent money that I did not ask for. I was already over the issue. I did not ask for that $350. That lady gave $350 because she felt like there was some credibility into what I was saying. So she sent him $350 with the instructions of sending it to me. So he did what he was supposed to do if he didn't want to send it back. I didn't ask for it. So please don't ask me to send anything back, because I'm not.